What's up, YouTube? It's Dakota back with another video reviewing my trading week from 2024, third week of the year in January. This week was an A grade week. I took 3 trades, had 2 wins, 1 loss, had a plus 6.24 R multiple, and a plus 5.9% gain. This week I had 3 trades that were already running coming into the week. The pairs include Euro USD and Euro NZD. I then took 2 positions on Aussie Swiss and Euro Aussie, with only one of them closing before the weekend. Didn't trade, didn't close out any trades on Monday or Tuesday. It was on Wednesday that I closed out my first trade. It was Euro NZD, which was the trade that I held over the weekend. It was a daily CNS setup on the on a weekly level 1.7383. I executed this position off of the CNS setup. It was last high pre-break. We can go ahead and look at this now. Open in, fold up. So CNS setup, basically off this last high pre-break, I entered the position initially, and then I went ahead and entered the position again off of this last high, right, which was a more solid last high than this one. This is a minor last high. This is another minor high, but it's a major minor high, if that makes any sense. Uh, it's a more defined last high than this is on the 1 hour time frame. So I went ahead and entered again there once price came back down to this level and wicked out the area. And I just held all the way through this shot, right? And as price got close to my target, I went ahead and closed out the position once it was less than 0.2 R. My stop was adjusted to this level here, and that's the only time that I moved my stop. I could have moved my stop one more time to this level here, but I believe I was at work during that time. During the time that price. No, that's not an excuse because this is in the middle of the day of Monday. So I probably could have done it Tuesday morning. Could have moved my stop there Tuesday morning, but didn't have the wherewithal to do it. Anyway, price ended up hitting targets even after I closed out the position. So still a really good trade. Followed my rules on it. Ended up with 2.86 R on the first position and 3.79 R on the second position. Then on Thursday, I took Euro AUD, which was a single leg JCP setup at a kill zone. Now, before I continue on Euro AUD, I actually skipped a step. I skipped how could I have made Euro NZD better. I could have doubled down on A grade risk on the second entry since it was still about CNS setup, but I labeled it as a JCP setup and settled for B grade risk. Now, I would have had to have ultimate confidence at that moment. Honestly, since I already had the A grade risk on, I didn't have the confidence to put another A grade risk on. So I decided to just do my B grade setup. And it was still a valid JCP setup. So I labeled it as a JCP setup. But it was also a valid CNS setup. So the setups intertwined at the same, correlated, happened at the same time, right? So um, I'm still happy with this trade, but I could have doubled down, have more confidence, and put the A grade risk on there. It still would have been a struggle to hold, especially then, and I probably would have been way more emotionally tied to this with that risk on, doubling my risk, which would be at a level that I'm used to, but I don't think I would be super comfortable with it. So Euro AUD took this trade because the single leg JCP setup at a kill zone. How to execute this trade? Just took another setup on Euro AUD, looking for the day to close as an indecision or turn bullish sometime throughout the day. Otherwise, looking at a deeper retracement and we'll cut at 50% drawdown. Last trade of the week. Decided to cut the position early because the following candle was not immediately bullish. I found, looking back on my playbooks, that on my winners, typically after the entry candle, the next candle in the market is bullish, and it usually takes off from that point and doesn't make a new low or retrace that down 50, 61% of the entry candle. All right. So that was the reason for me cutting that position. How could I have done better on this trade? I could have not taken the trade since there was two equal highs that were created before the correction. Let's look at this. So two equal highs here. I noticed back in 2021 or 2022 that a lot of my losing trades for the JCP setup, if I have two equal highs here, if price comes here, fails this high again, if price comes back up to this initial high and fails it, it typically turns out to be a sell. I haven't converted that into a trade yet. It is something that I want to do, but I haven't set aside to actually do it. But yeah, that's typically a sell signal for me. And inverse, it's typically a buy signal if it's on the if it's inverted. So that was a strong signal telling me not to take the position, but I took it anyway. Lost 0.41 R. Now the problems for this week. Took an entry when there was a clear signal not to take the position, specifically talking about Euro AUD. Was believing that I would have missed out on the opportunity if I didn't take the position, and I need to shift to realize that the quality setups are better over time than maybe trades. Post this on my desk in the post-it notes, really just above the computer, just above the monitor, to remind myself. Did I accomplish my goal from last week? Be patient for price to hit my entry levels. Yes, I waited for price to hit my entry levels before executing the trades. And then what's one thing I can do better next week? Only take high quality setups. So all my setups need to be playbook quality. So I need to be playbooking 4 trades if I take 4 trades. Next, top 2 ideas for next week. We got Aussie Swiss. 0.5723 is the last place that I added to this position. Let's look at this real quick. So this was a basic JCP idea. It was a daily. Let's do this real quick. It's a daily flag formation, which I don't have the entire flag visible here. But a daily flag formation that were traced a little bit deeper than typical and came to this buy level that I recognized here and rejected there. So I entered off a 3 inside up here and looking for price to scale up to previous highs, and price has just been on the uptrend on this rally since. I went ahead and entered again after price gave this strong buy signal, this strong bullish candle here. It closed bearish, but it's a strong bullish candle because bears came into the market initially, but bulls ran the market all the way up close back to open price on the close. So it's very strong bullish signal. So I went ahead and entered there and was able to double down. And then today I was actually able to enter for a pyramid, adjusting my stop to this level, and was able to put 2% risk more on this trade and looking for price to scale up to the same targets. So that's the first position. Second position is Euro AUD. We got this daily flag formation. This daily flag formation got a sell from that point and looking for price to just go to the next weekly level since we rejected a weekly level up here. So just holding this position, holding through thick and thin. We got our stop moved into profit, so we'll make a little profit if price hits our stop loss. And that is my weekly review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, go ahead and comment in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one.